Actually, if I speak like this, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right. I need room. I need space. All right. This down for a second. Presentation. All right, there we go. You guys ready?
Yes.
Good morning, Joomla Day Malaysia! Thank you, everybody, for coming here today. I know it's early in the morning. Most of us don't get up until 10 o'clock, right? At least me sometimes, earlier. I've had, I don't know, what did I do?
Sorry guys to interrupt. Just a quick announcement. I know most of you are trying to connect to internet and things like that. It's all based on 3G here. And as you know, you're on the 29th floor. The 3G connection sometimes here could be sparse. But as long as you don't download heavy videos and stuff like that, other things should be okay. There should be no major issues. But enjoy. The browsing should not be an issue at all. Twitter, Facebook, I mean, as long as you do, I mean, you can play online games, but not heavy games. enjoy your day.
Thank you. And thank you to Microsoft, everybody. A round of applause. All right. Now that we have internet access, we can all know that this is a tweet-safe zone. So if you want to tweet things, good things, bad things, why is Ryan wearing blue? He should be wearing the red Joomla shirt. This will be, I'll wear this later on. I need to do a wardrobe change later on, so I'll be wearing that. But please feel free to tweet away. Some of you may have heard this before. Some of you may have seen it on television. It's been everywhere. There's a little Joomla exercise that we need to do this morning. I know, again, it's early. It'll be easy, I promise you. We're going to have to do a little bit of a stretch. So I'm going to need everybody to stand up just for a second. Out in San Francisco, that's a very long 6-hour commute on a plane. So I really spend most of my time on airplanes. And when I'm not on an airplane, I'm at our offices. My company is called Keynote, and my company does web development for nonprofit organizations and charities. We have a product called Nonprofit Soapbox. Helps organizations and charities get online with Joomla, affordable, quickly, etc. One thing I am not. Hello. Hi, welcome. No problem, no problem. So everybody who just came in, this is Advanced Development 101. Except I'm going to be a horrible teacher because I don't do any development. So if you're here for coding right now, just go to sleep for 10 more minutes, and then I'll wake you up for more exciting pieces. I'm not a developer, but being president is amazing. I get fancy cars. I have a private airplane. This one was a problem. New Yorkers did not like us flying around New York that low. But most importantly, I get to tell you all the secrets. All of the things you don't get to hear about, I get to say it. And well, who knows what happens? We'll figure it out today. In fact, my goal for the day is to find ways to pull back the curtains a bit and to show you guys what's happening in the Joomla project. So to start off today, I want to kind of give you the big picture of where Joomla's been and where we're going. And then later on, at the end of the day, we're going to wrap it up and talk a bit about where we're going with Joomla 1.7, what we're doing moving into the future. I don't need this. How do I turn it down? Hello. There we go. And where we're going into the future. A bit of enlightenment. We've got one of the world's best software platforms for publishing. We're doing amazing things. I'm in Malaysia. I shouldn't be here. This is incredible that we have a community as diverse, as growing, as strong as Joomla. And we should be really proud of what's going on today in Joomla world. So my question for the day is, when is software more than just software? When is it more than just ones and zeros and bytes and bits? What is it that makes it different than just that? What is it that makes our community so special? The country of Mongolia, more than 200, I think almost all of its federal agencies runs on Joomla. Important charities, nonprofit organizations that are like the Polaris Project that are helping end child slavery around the world run on Joomla. Huge enterprise companies now, like eBay, run software using Joomla. This is incredibly diverse. We have a tremendous opportunity to do well, to help out our brothers and sisters around the world. At the same time, maybe make some money too. So, clicker, there we go. So, every generation has a challenge. Some generations look to the heavens and say, we're going to put a person on the moon. The Joomla generation of today has one very important challenge: growth. How can we find ways to manage this huge and growing community to keep it as successful as it has been? And what can we do together moving forward? The next generation of developers. This is my little sister. I'm so proud of her. She graduated university a couple of weeks ago, little Jamie. And being the big brother, I went to go visit her. And she went to school in Santa Barbara, California. Like, life was not too hard for her at university. And I said, so Jamie, what do you guys use for email these days? She said, oh, yeah, don't email me. Just send me a message on Facebook. Okay. So your calendar, like where do you keep your social events? How do you know what party you're going to go to? Which friend's house you're going to hang out with? Well, we put our events on the Joomla 1.7 from a big picture perspective. Compared to the releases we had for 1.5 and 1.6, Joomla 1.7 is going to be a gentle release. It's going to be small, it's going to be incremental, it's only 6 months worth of work, not 3.5 years worth of work. So feel calm. These are the people that are making Joomla 1.7 for the community. I'd love to see more names up here as well. These are people who have contributed code that added new features to Joomla, because we're able to just go and put that in the community. Not one person in the leadership role is writing the code. So what are the things that are going to be involved or included in 1.7? First thing, the ability to create a search menu option with predefined search options. Essentially, it makes it easy for you to have pre-filled out search fields or a built-in search for a particular phrase. So they can click on it and they can immediately find search results rather than having to type in a search and then hit a search button. Another example, better example code for different plugin types. So included now in 1.7, it helps make it easier for developers to create custom plugin extensions. I think the installation process is actually pretty nice right now, but we've made it even better. A contributor in the community has used Ajax, essentially a way to make it faster without having to do full page refreshes, to improve the user experience during the installation process. We've also been able to log the use of deprecated methods. So deprecated methods, these are things that we don't really support anymore, but we really want developers to know, hey, when you're writing this code, you should really be using something else, or this is not the thing we're using anymore. So we want to capture that in a log, so when developers writing code and they're then executing the code, they can see, oh wait, this is an old method. I should be using something else instead. There's been a refactoring of the back-end toolbars, the save button, the apply button, the cancel button that we see in the upper right. That's been cleaned up and fixed to be a bit more maintainable. We've also got the ability to automatically validate form data against a list of options during a save operation, just a way to make it a little safer against hackers. I know I like this one. We've always wanted people in our communities to be able to submit content, but we weren't really easily able to define what category they were going to be able to submit that content to. Now you can do that in 1.7. Allowing background images within the custom HTML modules just gives some more functionality for these modules. Designers, I think, are going to like that a lot. This one's really interesting. Allowing language packs to set language fonts with CSS. Does anybody in here use a right-to-left language, a scripted language, maybe like Arabic or Thai language? What's that? Thai. So let's say let's say this is 24-point font, right? If you were just to take the same font size and change it to Thai, the letters are going to seem really squished and small, right? So now you've got the ability to say, if you're going to use that Thai language package, or if you're going to be using a different character set, you can make it so the default font size is actually going to be larger, so it looks right. Rather than 24-point, you see it in Roman characters, and then it squishes down that big, or something like Thai. Adding the ability to batch, copy, and move articles, menu items, web links, etc. And then there was an update to TinyMCE editor. The editor we all know and love, the base WYSIWYG editor for editing content. So what's it like to change and to do the upgrade to 1.7? I'm happy to say the process should be relatively painless and easy. You're just going to go into the extension manager just like you would do any sort of an upgrade from 1.62 to 1.63, and you're going to be able to easily do an upgrade to 1.7. It's really a couple clicks and you're done. Not difficult at all. So what happens to 1.6? A couple of people have asked me this during lunch. Ryan, we're doing the 6-month release cycle. What if I don't keep up? What's going to happen? Well, what's going to happen is 1.6 is going to be supported for only critical security issues for a period of 1 month after 1.7 releases. So we need to think of 1.7 as just another small incremental release going along the way, and we all need to be upgrading it just as we would a simple upgrade of anything else. The upgrade process is easy. Third-party developers seem to be pretty happy with it so far. So we've got to understand this is not going to be a long-term support release. 1 month. So it's all, we're going to make sure to keep moving forward on that one together. So again, our challenge is managing our growth and taking on all of this new technology. And thinking about the future and where we're going as a community, I just wanted to say a couple things. First, we're obviously becoming more global, we're more interconnected. I think from many of the discussions today, as rules and others, we've learned this. We're becoming more mobile, more cloud, whatever cloud marketing language means to you today, that's where we're going. And more social. Again, just like Azrul was saying earlier, people are more comfortable now posting on other people's walls than they are writing emails to each other. Why pick up the phone and talk to somebody when you can text them? So what have we built as a community together? Well, we started as just a basic content publishing tool back in 2005. We've seeded an ecosystem that's supporting innovation that rests on top of that. People that write development for third-party extensions. There's one here called, John Social. I think I bought like 5 copies of John Social just watching your presentation today. Great extensions on top of the CMS that have continued to grow. And these developers have really been pushing and moving Joomla, moving well beyond just the Joomla CMS. So how was this possible? We made the barriers to entry as low as we could. We encouraged extension developers to continue to grow and develop. And we supported an ecosystem of buyers and sellers. Now I know that if there were friends of our Drupal community here today, they're kind of, they don't understand us. We're here. We're selling things. They don't get that. I like that. I think it supports entrepreneurship. I think it builds new businesses. I think it grows small economies, and I love seeing that happen. So what's possible for the future? I would love to see the CMS continue to grow and be stronger. I think we're going to see a new generation of applications, from event management tools that have nothing to do with the CMS, to social networking, analytics, and other tools like the things being built in eBay, and even native mobile applications running on Joomla. How cool would it be if, God forbid, another disaster that hit Japan hit, and people from a mobile phone were able to launch a Joomla site, manage a Joomla site, raise funds from a Joomla site, all on a cell phone? We can do that with the framework. That's where we're going. It's no longer just the CMS in a web browser. It's a different game. So I've got some disappointing news, though. The disappointing news is that this is the future. Just a pen and a blank sheet of paper. I've got some exciting news. The future is a pen and a blank sheet of paper. What we're doing is handing sheets of paper and pens to each and every one of you and saying, be as creative as you can possibly be. Share your passions. Help us create something that nobody else in the world is creating. I don't care if you don't code. That's fine. Write documentation. Don't feel comfortable writing documentation. Vote on other people's ideas. Don't want to vote for people's ideas. Talk to people on the forum. Come to an event. Have lunch with somebody in the community that you know. But engage with us in this community. People say, is Joomla a product or a project? Is Joomla a product or a community? And I say that's a false dichotomy. It's both. Joomla is a product for people that need to use it to run their websites, their blogs, and other tools. And it's a community. It's why we're here today and why we know each other, why some of us have been in this community for a long time, and it's why we enjoy it. So I want to end almost with a little something that Chris has showed me. Chris, you want to say something real quick here?
So yeah, last week I was sitting in Cape Town and my girlfriend showed me this video on YouTube or Vimeo, and I saw it and it was just so incredibly inspiring. I'm not going to tell you what it is, what it's about yet, but I just wanted to share with you guys, and then just after that I'll quickly go over it. Yeah, just take a look. So yeah, this is. I remember when I watched the video, I just had goosebumps all over my body, because here is something as simple as music connecting people from all around the world, just a common one thing, bringing them together. It's an organization called Playing for Change, and since then it started off as just an idea, but it's actually grown into, they've set up music schools all around the world. And when I thought about it, I was just thinking, this is Joomla, this is what we've got. And I mean, we're in Malaysia. I've never been to Asia before, and I'm here sort of meeting all you people that I've known for 4 years, speaking over Skype and internet and on the forums. And the other sort of takeaway point was just the quote that they started off with, and it's a dream you dream alone is just a dream. A dream we dream together is a reality, and that is exactly what Joomla is for me. And it's just absolutely awesome to be here with you guys, and yeah, here's to moving forward.
It wouldn't be a community or a family if we didn't yell and let the rest of KL know that Joomla is in the house. So one last time to end our day, please stand up one last time.
Yeah.
I think you know how this goes, folks. Are you ready?
Yes.
When I say Joomla, you say rocks. Joomla. Rocks. Joomla. Rocks.